this is Kyle with the Additive Guru, and today I've got a tutorial to share with you on 2D drawing layouts and dimensioning. As you can see on the screen, we'll be creating this drawing of a part that we modeled in a previous tutorial. So if you want to pull up that part that we modeled, or if you want to go ahead and take a screenshot of this part and go ahead and model that up, then we can create this 2D drawing. Okay, so I'll go ahead and close this one and we'll recreate it from scratch here. So here's the 3D modeled part from a previous tutorial. We want to go over here to the design drop down and drawing and go to from design. That'll create a 2D drawing from the design that we've got open on the screen. The standard that we're going to choose is ASME, and we will choose an A size 11 by 8.5, and that'll put it in landscape format for us. Say OK, and Fusion opens a basic 2D drawing with a basic border and title block, and you can see it comes up with an appropriately sized scale of your part, and this is in scale 1/2. So just go ahead and drop this view right about here, just left click to drop it and say OK. Okay, and it creates our base view. Now first thing we want to do with our 2D drawing here is do some housekeeping and change some settings. Just turn off the display border just to clean up the view. We don't need the border on this particular drawing. Okay, and just click off of that. Highlight this title block here, and this little box down here in the lower right, you can pull this down, give yourself a little more space. Let's go ahead and title this part. Just double click on your title block and you can see the lettering turns blue. Just double click on the lettering, highlight it, and you can change it to whatever name you want. I'm going to call this drive shaft support. That's kind of what it looks like. And then we'll say the project is new truck. Okay. Alright, we're going to just come up with a fake drawing number here, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's say we modeled this part as a weight of 0.2. Put a 0 in front, 0.2 kilograms. Hit enter. And it's going to be a revision A. Okay, that looks good. Fusion automatically puts your name and date in if you're logged in as yourself. Okay, and then just say OK up here in this box, and it goes back to black, meaning it's off of the title block management. Alright, let's go ahead and create some views here. Just click this projected view button up here and pick your base view, pull it off to the right, and drop it far enough away that we'll have room for some dimensions. And then drop it, same thing, above. And these views may look a little bit different based on how you modeled your part, but that doesn't matter, just so long as you get 3 views to fully define the part. And we'll pull an isometric view off at an angle here and drop it over here in the corner, right about there. And hit enter, and it creates all your views. Now you can see this isometric view comes in with hidden lines, which all these views actually have hidden lines. You can see some here, but it's kind of confusing in the isometric view. So just highlight it, right click, and go to edit view, and it comes up with this drawing view box. Click visible edges, and that takes away all of the hidden edges. Say close. Okay, so that looks a lot better. Alright, for dimensioning and defining the features of this part, we want to drop some center marks on the holes so that we have something to dimension to. So just pick each hole with the center mark function, and also pick this arc right here, and it drops an X right in the center of the arc. Next, go to your center line mark here and pick these two lines, which puts a center line mark right in the middle of this arc looking down on it. So that's the same as this crosshatch right here. Okay. Hit escape. And let's go ahead and zoom in on these three views here so that we can see what we're doing in dimensioning. You can see the dimensions block here. Click on dimension. And I like to do the smallest dimensions first, the inside dimensions. So in dimensioning this part, you should come up with 12 dimensions in total to fully define the part. Okay. And it doesn't matter exactly where all the dimensions go, just so that you end up with all the dimensions to fully define it. Okay. And we're going to define the radii here. And we'll put a whole dimension on the other side. And same thing with this view up here. Okay. That looks pretty good. Got everything 1, 2. Get a couple more dimensions on there. We have to dimension this guy here. And I'm going to cheat. Here's our original view that we came up with, or that we started with when we modeled this part. And the last one we need is this right here. There we go. Okay, so instead of this dimension, we don't like crossing dimension lines, so we'll highlight this one and delete that, and we will go ahead and put it on this view up here. It's a little bit cleaner. Okay, so that's fully dimensioned, and escape off of that, and you can grab these little boxes, let you grab and move your dimensions around to make it look the way you want. Okay, on the whole dimensions, you can see we've only dimensioned one, but we've got two of them. So just double click on the dimension, click over here on the far left. You can put a 2x and a space, hit enter, and it comes out nice, 2 times a diameter of 8 millimeters for those two holes. Do the same thing on the radius, and the same thing on this view. Okay. Alright, that looks fully dimensioned. I don't really like this one here, the way it came out, so let's go ahead and pull it up like that. Click. Okay. That looks pretty good. Alright, so we've got our title block fully filled out. We've got our 3 views laid out with an isometric view and our fully dimensioned part. Okay, so we want to go ahead and save this. We'll call it drive shaft support. And hit save. Okay, now we want to do a PDF output, and if you click the open PDF box, it'll open it once you save it. Say OK, and you can save it anywhere you want to. Hit save, and there is your PDF version that you can email or print out. Okay, so thanks for watching. And check out some more of the great tutorials we've got on the Additive Guru.